Hello, my name is Dr. Lisa Kirby, and I'm the director of the Texas Center for Working Class Studies. Today, I'm pleased to be with one of our student writing contest winners, Nidhi Patel. The student writing contest has been going on for 7 years, and we've had winners each and every year present at our conference. And though this year's conference is virtual, we're very pleased to have our student winners present virtually for the 2021 conference. I'll first start by announcing the winners, and then we'll move on to Nidhi's paper. This year in our writing contest, we had in first place Kayla Osborne with her paper Social Class and Female Autonomy in Literature at the Turn of the Century. Second place was Nidhi Patel with her paper Minimum Wage versus Living Wage. And in third place, we had Amanda Wehrman with her paper Time for Money Needs to Change. Today, as I mentioned, we have Nidhi Patel with us who will present her paper. But before she gets started, I wanted to introduce her. Nidhi is a student at Collin College and has been since 2019. Her major is nursing. Her goal is to get her associate degree of science in nursing, pass her NCLEX exam, and work as a nurse. Her hobby is listening to songs. Nidhi, we look forward to your paper.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nidhi, and my topic is minimum wage versus living wage. While researching about minimum wage in the United States, I was taken aback to find that all 50 states have a minimum wage less than the living wage. It also shows a detailed study of minimum wage in each state, reasons to increase minimum wage, and its effect on small businesses and the US economy. Looking at the current minimum wage of $7.25 per hour since 2009 and average rent to live in US, most people end up paying 70% of their income in rent. Does this problem raise your eyebrows? There are many basic necessities like food, clothes, electricity, water, school supplies, a cell phone bill, and transportation to pay for from the remaining income. Where is the saving? Even though small businesses will affected, minimum wage should be increased because living wage should be more than minimum wage and big businesses can afford higher minimum wage. Families cannot afford to live safely with only minimum wage. Most of the US families have children under the age of 18. Even though education is free until 12th grade, parents have to provide children with a healthy environment and other necessities. It is difficult for parents to provide this with a low minimum wage. It is almost impossible for a single parent to fulfill this responsibility with a low minimum wage. Based on author Lee's finding, low wages constrain budgets so that families cannot afford safe neighborhoods, clean water, or nutritious food. This affects the physical health of families due to crime rate and theft in unsafe neighborhoods like downtown and increasing number of diseases due to unclean water and non-nutritious food. Families also file for food stamps available to low-income family to help them purchase sufficient and healthy food. Author list suggests that an increase in the federal minimum wage from the current $7.25 per hour to $10.10 per hour would save $4.6 billion per year in the spending on food stamps. However, what's a surety that people will spend that additional wage in fulfilling necessary needs rather than spending on unnecessary needs like cigarettes, alcohol, and gambling? Author Lee adds that low wages can also lead low job satisfaction that in turn leads to poor mental health. This affects the families with depression, anxiety disorder, and panic disorder. Increasing the minimum wage will help save money, and the government can use this saving for health concern and a tax break. US market will drop low if minimum wage is not increased. The market is driven by the economy. In the US, all states have an economy controlled by market forces. If families do not earn enough money, then they are not going to spend that money. This will affect the economy negatively as less money will be rotated. People will not have enough balance in their account, which will make it difficult for banks to invest money. Author Rabin noted that for any given region, there are numerous living wage values representing the minimal amount of income necessary given different familiar arrangements, living alone, two working adults, or one working adult with one child. Families with children need more financial support than a single adult because children need lavish clothes, higher education, and immune health. Given that wages are such an important resource of living, author Rabin emphasizes that it is necessary to examine the difference between minimum wage, actual wage, and living wage as a source of work and life stress. More than half Americans think that money is most essential in life, which in turn becomes the most significant source of stress in their lives. Many people will die without affordable health care. Health insurance for a family is expensive. Health insurance is a fixed amount deducted from every paycheck. Full time employees are eligible to work 40 hours a week and earn health care benefits. Some companies, depending on their needs, do not even offer 40 hours during certain slow periods. Companies also don't encourage overtime, and sometimes they can let their employees go early. All this affects on individuals' total annual income. Even though an employee earns less in that pay period, he is still entitled to pay for health insurance. Author Raven claims that individuals can earn a living wage are more likely to be able to afford health related necessities compared to those that on a minimum wage because on the top of the premium when a person visits doctor office or hospitals they are still entitled to pay copay for a visit and testing. Most self-employed workers run small businesses. Based on author Kai's finding, the pressure of competition is mainly perceived by small business owners. Increase the minimum wage will reduce the profit of small businesses. Higher wages increase the cost of producing goods and services. As a result, the businesses pass some of those increased costs on the consumers in the form of higher prices, and those higher prices in turn leads the consumer to purchase fewer of goods and services. Author Biondi the small businesses, according to author Biondi, the small businesses consequently will produce fewer goods and services and inversely reduce employment among both low wage workers and high wage workers. To overcome this and benefit employees by increasing minimum wage, author Jody Hammond and author Magda Barrera published in their book Profit at the Bottom of the Ladder creating value by investing your workforce. In quotation, I think we have matured to the point where we realize that if you work hard at recruiting the right people and you compensate them very well, it is one of the best investment you can make. So you can be entirely mercantile about it or you can be philosophical. Philosophical meaning that it is the right thing to do, and mercantile meaning that if you invest in quality people, you get quality output. And Hammond believe it is a win-win situation for employee and employer. In conclusion, the minimum wage should be increased to that of an average living wage across all states in the US. It is helpful for US government as they will be paying less in food stamps and health insurance. The US market will be driven higher as purchasing power of people will increase. Bank will have more to invest. Instead, incentiveness paid will I'm sorry, incentiveness paid by small businesses to its employee will provide job satisfaction and in turn will increase productivity in the same time. Thank you so much for listening.
Great. Thank you so much, Nidhi. That was a very interesting paper on a very timely topic that a lot of people are talking about. I'm curious, what made you choose that particular topic to write about?
This topic caught my attention, and I was similar situation because I was working in a company with a minimum pay. It made me wonder if this job will help me run my house financially. So I decided to research more and write my paper on it.
Ah, yes, exactly. I like when our real world experiences kind of come over into our classroom and academic experiences as well. Well, it
Yeah.
was a very well written paper, very well researched. I appreciate you sharing it with us today. And again, congratulations on winning an award in the student writing contest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.